Through the ages, Europe's rivers have been the highways of civilization, providing vital connections between countries. No surprise then that many of Europe's most historic towns and cities are in fact riverside.
So what better way to appreciate this unique perspective than on a cruise? I've joined the Royal Crown as she cruises all the way from Amsterdam to the Black Sea.
Navigating the Rhine, Main and mighty Danube, this 24-day cruise takes in no less than 8 different countries.
The Royal Crown is one of the most luxurious river vessels operating in Europe. As soon as you step on board, all that polished wood and gleaming brass creates a very classy feel. To liken it to a hotel, it would be in the high-quality boutique category.
The cabins, furnished in traditional style, are cleverly designed to make maximum use of space. The attention to detail is impressive. The lobby is midship and manned 24 hours a day. And in the lounge there's not only the bar, but self-service tea and coffee always available. There's also a library, a small gift shop, a gym and sauna. Up on deck there's plenty of space and lots of comfy lounges and chairs. There's even a putting green. And the restaurant is particularly attractive, with tall arched windows framing the passing scenery.
But more than just the design and facilities, there's also a lovely, friendly atmosphere, mainly created by the delightful staff, who seem to have just permanent smiles.
The staff couldn't be pleasanter. They soon get to know you by name, which is very nice. And they seem to pick up quickly on your tastes. They know whether you drink tea or coffee, and they know whether you prefer red wine or white wine.
The crew and the staff are incredibly friendly and helpful, particularly in the restaurant. They're nice, the waiters are lovely. But all the people, they're like-minded people, so there are lots of things to talk about.
And there's plenty of space to meet up with new friends, whether it be over dinner, in the bar or out on deck.
Cruising these calm waterways is the perfect hassle-free way to explore multiple countries and cultures. Spectacular sights, scenery and history pass quite literally right in front of you.
Well, you just glide along and it is so kind of restful. I like coming and unpacking and that's it.
The world slides by. It doesn't race by at 70 miles an hour on a motorway.
With at least 1, sometimes 2 stops a day, excursions ashore are easily accessed, as tour manager Peter explains.
When we're moored inside the town centre, and what we want to show people is accessible by a walk from the ship, that's what we do. In other cases, particularly where the ship is obliged to berth out of the town centre, we would take people by coach into the town. If it's a sizable town, we would maybe give a city tour. There's so much historical richness that sometimes it's a case of what do you leave out rather than what you include.
The cultural aspects of the itinerary are expanded upon by a programme of onboard illustrated talks. The guest speaker on this particular cruise was historian Dr. Dan Jones.
I like to try and enhance and improve people's enjoyment of their holiday by giving them more background information about the history and archaeology of the places we're going to see.
It's nice, not only can I talk here, but people like to chat outside, and I go on some of the excursions to help display some of the buildings and the history around.
European cruise itineraries vary in length from 7 up to 24 days. Aside from the often dramatic and ever-changing scenery, highlights can include the grand cities of Vienna and Budapest, the picturesque towns and villages along the Rhine, wine tasting in the Wachau Valley, musical performances, and much more besides.
River cruising is one of the fastest growing sectors of the cruise industry. As airports and roads become more congested, a gentle cruise along Europe's wide rivers seems all the more appealing. Add in the quality of accommodation and service on a ship like this one, and you have all the essential elements for an unforgettable touring holiday.